sight for sore eyes when Madlife has to ban out his own Thresh.
Oh, yes.
That just hurts me, you know. It's like
the Blitzcrank ban here from EU LCS.
Oh, Huni was like, I want to play this, and they just banned it out against him. Well, he's got the power to ban, so Huni taking that one away. Dr. Mundo, yeah, kind of as usual.
Mundo has been 100%
good.
banned. The one game he was not banned, he was first pick.
And if you ever wonder why, and you want to go into solo queue and you're like, let's leave Mundo open, let's just say don't. Save yourself that trouble. Champion is pretty broken.
Yeah, just not worth the experience. Lulu will be the following ban, and just waiting on the last one from LCK, which will be Lissandra, aimed up against Amazing, who had a killer game yesterday. I was actually backstage with Amazing and Huni as they were just walking through the corridors, and he was like, you were feeding so hard yesterday, man. He was like, yeah, I could have gone 20-0, despite having an amazing performance, so still taking away the Lissandra from the EU LCS.
Yep. We'll see him dip a bit deeper then. There's always been those rumors of champion selects problems for Amazing, and the speculation.
That was gloriously overstated, though. He had 3 bans at first pick against him, and then he picked a champion that was debatably could work, and then he just lost it. Like, haha, Molly Bear.
Yeah.
All right, so final ban, apparently on purpose.
Yeah.
So yeah, EU just decides not to use their final ban. First pick will be Gangplank.
Yeah, they want to trade it for 2 picks here on the second round. What are they prioritizing so highly that they banned Blitzcrank and left their 3rd ban open?
It's not about the bans, it's about the message. See, like, Korea, we don't need 3 bans to beat you. Like,
I don't need this.
I don't need no 3 bans.
Yeah, but I'm just interested in what the first 2 picks are now up against Gangplank. Gangplank, very good right now. Essence Reaver, Triforce, all the CDR, still does a bunch of damage.
Still suffers from the same problems though, overall, and Huni can still lock in, for example, that Riven. To really deal with that overall. Kindred's available, fantastic jungle overall. Usually, when we see Kindred, we do like some more like one-dimensional super tank in the top lane to kind of balance it out. Malphite would be okay later on against the Gangplank 2, can really just ulti him, shut him down immediately. Yeah,
which would be odd to see since Huni rarely does play tanks, usually looking for more carries, so maybe that would put KaSing on a tank support.
And gonna be the jungler and AD carry starting off. Typically don't really see those solo lanes come out very early unless it's a flex like we saw yesterday as well. So yeah, just seeing those 2 come out.
Not a lot of surprises either coming from the solo lanes for Team Ice. I mean, Froggen's played Anivia and Brand. They don't really need to pick either one of those early. He's basically just playing very high damage AoE mages for the mid lane to try and win team fights. And that would pair fairly well with Misfortune. Already a lot of team fight damage.
Yeah, we saw Misfortune yesterday as well, and it's strong, but you need the team fight to set up for it. We saw the Malphite and the Allstar paired with it, and when Misfortune was able to channel the ultimate, it was great. We never really got the full channel off and never really saw the full potential of Misfortune.
Yeah, MF just needs zoning, some RTC in the front line, keep people away from her, and she does tremendous amounts of damage. Lucian pretty strong in this patch. Kalista is weaker due to the item builds, but the amount of utility her ultimate brings to the table still makes her a top tier AD carry pick. And surprisingly, Madlife, sticking with the more tanky supports overall, doesn't really seem to be as interested in the mage supports.
Braum is a pretty good counter to the Misfortune ultimate. If you can't get back to stop her ultimate channeling, then might as well put up the Unbreakable in front of it and block the entire thing.
Yeah, he's like 3 answers. One takes slowly if you stack up the concussive blows. The ultimate travels at decent speed, but you can kind of predict when MF's going to launch it. And then obviously, worst case, you just pop the shield. And then worst case, Kalista throws you in. So there's 4 answers already.
Pretty good in lane versus her as well. Yeah. So if you can snag her with a snare.
Especially since she's doesn't have an innate gap closer in her kit, it can actually work for you to just Q flash on top of MF and then auto attack immediately. That's 2 stacks. If you synergize that with your AD carry, there's 3 stacks. Usually Misfortune then doesn't have the time to even react, and you will always trade flash for flash in your favor. So definitely a really good matchup if they have the synergy.
Yeah, have to see what EU LCS brings out to react to the reaction from LCK. It's going to be Froggen Anivia once again, but also the Janna to try and mitigate some of that lane aggression, coming in already with the Braum and the Kalista.
Talk about zone control, there you go. A couple of lock-ins right there. Anivia, pretty much the queen. Ryze has been banned very heavily throughout this tournament as well.
Double kite though, you're on the side for Ice. Like Anivia really wants to kite a little bit. Janna doesn't really offer too much except for disengage. So a lot of eyes will be on Huni, and
they definitely have
dealing the damage really.
They definitely have the range advantage as well on Team Ice right now. Kalista, while she's great at snowballing bottom lane, she's fearsome in the 2v2. Not a lot of range, and Gangplank is going to have to get good chain barrels to get some extension there for the damage.
Very kiteable for sure.
So waiting on LCK's next 2 picks. This will highlight really where the Gangplank is going. Maybe Huni will be able to counterpick them as they have left the counterpick for Huni for the EU squad. And it will be the Lissandra lock-in, so another flex coming in, and Rek'Sai for the jungle. And the last pick, we'll see where that one goes. It will be top lane for Huni. It just depends what he wants to go.
Yeah, these are actually 2 pretty good flex champions because Gangplank, attack damage, Lissandra obviously AP, so you can make them switch their runes at the last second.
Yeah, maybe harder for Huni just a straight-up lock Riven here. Doesn't have as much of a good matchup against Lissandra as it does at Gangplank in the top lane. So just hovering Zillion for now. KaSing was toying with the idea of playing it before, but isn't going to be bringing it today.
Yeah, definitely won't be bringing it. Very skirmish-focused lineup here on side of Fire. Just once Gangplank hits level 6, he doesn't have to join with teleport. He can really assist. Like Lissandra roams anywhere. Kalista opens up. I mean, so much crowd control effects. Braum has 2 built-in with the Kalista face call. That's 3. Lissandra has 2 in her kit as well. You have a knock-up. Then you have Gangplank ulti.
Yeah, and the LCK have been the ones really sticking to double teleports as well, holding on to those even after the nerfs. So they're looking at a lot of global pressure here from the LCK side.
As the lock-in came in there, Huni, you can actually see him right there just screaming Quinn. The war cry coming out in Champion Select. I'd be intimidated.
I would definitely be scared to go against Quinn. Wait, what's him? Anyways,
He
Quinn
wants
is
to start his own chant, you know, Quinn.
Quinn is another champion that can all in and 100% multiple champs very easily. Either Gangplank or Lissandra are pretty easy targets. I mean, all you have to do is utilize the passive, and you just weave in your auto attacks in between your spells to get those Harrier marks, and it's so much burst damage. Coming from a solo lane, Quinn's going to also get to level 6 earlier and start roaming around the map. So that is definitely a champion that if you get that early kill, if you get that early lead in the game, all lanes have to be worried.
Yeah, TP Quinn is so annoying because she hits level 6 bases, just goes down to the bot lane, when she's halfway, pops her ultimate, and just runs into your lane, kills you, and then you're like, yeah, oops, top lane was missing.
Oh yeah, unlucky
Yeah,
player.
never lucky.
Also, with the free instant home guards at 20 minutes, you get up to 1,000 move speed on Quinn if you use your ultimate in the base with home guards, and you can get right back out to the middle of the map in no time.
It's just not okay, but we'll be loading up into this one soon.
Yeah, definitely a good adaptation here by Team Fire. They're putting Lissandra top, so at least they can keep the Quinn at bay when she's charging in. You know, worst case, lock her down with ulti. We have a gap closer on the Lissandra, and then put the Gangplank mid a little safer. Can also get out of the Anivia stun to maybe get rid of some damage.
Yeah. It's so scary to even try and go gank the Quinn lane, though, because if Amazing is there for a counter gank, they will get destroyed.
Well, here we go. Loading onto the Rift. Hashtag Firewin, hashtag Icewin. LCK up against EU. Both squads currently undefeated as we get into the Rift.
All right, both heading towards top side. I like the looks of this. Maybe we'll have an early clash.
Now, where are they going? All the way into the top side. Amazing. Squad's definitely spotted Amazing. And then, likewise, MaRin has spotted a whole squad from Ice coming down. Comes the Flash Frost. Doesn't quite connect. Faker now coming in off to the side. MaRin takes the extra damage from Harrier. And now Ice will be invading into this jungle, getting that early vision down. And Fire's still pressuring, but they are currently split.
Yeah, rough matchup in bottom though in the first few levels. Braum Kalista can all in, so Rekkles and KaSing definitely have the stronger matchup. Maybe that's why they're deporting to make sure that they can maybe spot what's going on, get the favorable 2v2 matchup.
Yeah.
Quinn doesn't really want to lane swap either, I imagine. Just wants to get quick to level 6, have a level advantage over some players on the map, and then use that ultimate to roam.
A lot of areas going to be calling for jungle attention pretty early on in this game, actually.
Do you know that feel whenever you lane wants you to gank?
Please, gank, where are you?
No, why aren't you ganking?
Yes.
This is like, why?
And they usually say that after you just got a kill in a different lane.
Yeah.
All right, well, we are going to have opposite sides of the map starting for both junglers here. So if they do decide to go for the early ganks.
They did get the correct lanes. Leash on the bottom, so no team coming with extra experience. On the bot lane, Rekkles is first. So that should be control for Europe on bot lane. Good harass here from Baker. Playing with Corruption Potion. Sounds like a really good idea, honestly, on the Gangplank.
Yeah, and he has gone into the Resolve tree there. He's got the Grasswell and Undying, as you can see with the green particle there.
And he has experience against and with Anivia now.
Yes,
he was just practicing. It was all a ruse.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just reading up Froggen in the 1v1 tournament, and Faker will get his revenge. Very annoying to play up against a Gangplank who has the Grasp of the Undying. You just start fighting minions, then bop them with the Q. It's so difficult to play against.
Yeah, that was a little easy.
A lot of damage in return from Froggen.
That's the difference though. Froggen knows exactly the range when to pop that Q. A lot of Anivias want to get it through and then pop it behind, but then once it starts failing, kind of let it just simmer out. But Froggen always managed to pop it. He was amazing though. I mean, when a 1 HP Anivia or 10% HP Anivia walks up on you in lane, generally the jungler's there, so...
Faker learned that in the 1v1 where he egged Froggen twice, but been able to...
Oh, the flash away by MaRin. Score looking maybe to clean up here. Huni just dinged level 3. He'll be heading into the bush. Gets the knock-up red buff as well. Flashes into the minion wave. Score will have to back up. Aggressive bolt into the bush as well to maintain vision. Amazing comes in, looking to get the extra damage out before he retreats underneath that turret. Score will get away.
Teleport burn to get back to lane here for MaRin as they shove in the wave. Doesn't want to miss out on these minions.
And Amazing pushing up as well. Huni will be going back. Amazing, no doubt, going to the bottom side of that river. People going back. Lots of corrupting potions to start off this game. Both top lanes, MaRin and Huni went for one, including Faker in the mid lane.
Ooh, Faker's also getting so much value out of the Grasp of the Undying. He constantly parlays, you know, waiting for the 4-second cooldown for it to come back up.
He's playing incredibly skilled Gangplank overall here. The combination of those barrels. Froggen did walk into the first one, but that last one was really enjoyable to watch.
Baker, skilled?
Yeah, it's like this guy's good at League of Legends or something.
Shocking.
All right, junglers are going to pass here.
Yeah, level 4.
It's a wrong side score.
Score taking a lot of damage now into Spider Form. The execute damage walking over the wall. Repel comes up, not in range to jump over. Faker was also there. Lower mana, but Amazing was also low himself, so he'll now head into that side of the jungle, see if he can get an exit kill. Froggen taking a bunch of damage, but not getting egged just yet. Amazing.
Does he have a wall?
Down, yeah.
Amazing is very low on mana.
Yeah. This autumn, that's a cocoon, goes into spider form, gets some damage out. Score's still there farming the raptors.
Yeah. Difference between Froggen, hang on. Froggen did not skill wall on level 4. He actually likes getting 2 points in Q for the additional harass and just the value from that spell. Whereas when we see expected play, he did skill the wall. Could have potentially burned Faker's flash there if he had the wall though.
Oh, teleport now coming in by Faker. Knockup comes out. Amazing forces the flash. Madlife from the bottom lane as well. The roam coming out. Repels comes up. But Amazing already used the flash. Is being chased down. Preyseeker lands. One more auto attack for the concussive blows to Prog. That's first blood going over to Faker.
Stays a bit too long, and there's the early payoff of the double teleport. LCK holding on to that. Faker gets back in time, fully healed. And Amazing definitely overstaying.
Really good roam from Madlife. Should not be allowed to get there unannounced, and communication issues there.
Yeah, leaving Kalista alone versus MF Janna means that she's gonna have to forfeit a bunch of CS for that roam.
Yep.
Roam did end up paying off though.
Did work because of just the wave manipulation. Kalista and Braum actually got the push initially, then the wave bounced back, so Madlife knew that Prey could farm on the tower safely. There was no punish because it's incredibly hard to dive with the Janna, so Madlife read that situation beautifully, backed off to the mid lane. Here again, we see why he's picked that Braum into misfortune, canceling that double shot.
Yeah, bot lane taking some harass in terms of items. There's Dark Seal now picked up by Froggen with the egg, still not popped. So much damage coming in with the Thunderlord's Decree as well, and the double damage coming in from Q&E.
I love it when he sends out Q&E. It's so pretty.
They were doing that all the time in the 1v1s as well.
Yeah, most Anivias, like, when you're starting to learn a champion, it's like, okay, Q. Okay, I hit E. But the problem is Gangplank can actually, I think, get rid of the debuff, and then you do less damage. If you send him out at the same time, he has to do it almost frame perfect. So, really hard to dodge the double damage then.
Yeah, at this level, you might as well just wait for both to land so that you get more health back when you do remove your scurvy.
Now, bottom lane now. We're going back to base. And Rekkles with the shield. Will be pushing this up to tower, maybe going back shortly. Score has gone back to base as well, gone for skirmishes. Still seeing a bunch of junglers pick that one up. And on the opposite side, his opposite number, Amazing picking up the Stalker's blade for the slow.
Yeah. Very slow attack animation on Anivia, so you really want to time that well to get that barrel. We saw it a couple times in the tournament so far though. Barrel denial. Guys, he's not running AD this time. It's a lot harder, you know, when you're not running AD and attack speed.
Yep.
Fragile snowflakes.
Score has a beat on Amazing as he heads down. Amazing's going to see him now, looking for the gank to happen. Huni comes out of nowhere though with a level 6. Score trying to get away from here. Will be able to get over the wall, survives with a sliver of HP. And now Huni goes back into ultimate form. And we'll be heading back top lane, I guess.
Make a visit here into Faker.
This is a drive-by perhaps onto Faker, comes in with the Sky Strike. More autos are coming in. It's the Harrier, the auto, and Huni picks up a kill.
Yeah, this is exactly what we were talking about on that Quinn.
Level 6 early, boom, there comes the roam. You have to be so careful. That's the second time that Amazing has been able to land the cocoon as well onto Score to gain map pressure.
That just feels so bad. Like, as soon as you get level 6, it's like just feels like there's 2 junglers and there's no way to get away from those ganks.
Well, Faker needed to flash the Q from Huni, but wasn't able to do so, and then flashed after the auto's already in the air. Can't flash the Quinn auto like you can the Twitch ultimate.
MaRin's farming top left team. I did say missing in action. There was a ping.
Oh no, did he? Because if he did, Score's got to be.
They always did.
Got to be really careful. Okay.
I called it.
Got the ultimate, but we'll be revealing both Score and MaRin. Got him on the Tremor sets. Just kind of hovering around here. Now comes out of ultimate. Facial path comes across. MaRin looking for the lockdown flash into ultimate. Score trying to get in range for the knockup, but the Bolt comes down for the slow. And Score still unable to get in range. Trying desperately to do so as Huni retreats underneath the turret, returning damage with the Harrier.
Yeah, that was actually really risky of Huni to even try and go for return damage there. He didn't even have any teammates around to capitalize on the return damage. But
he was just very aware of the cooldowns. He knew flash was down.
The early unburrow right there, just outside of range. That was that nerf to Rekkles a while ago where the range was reduced on it. And no knockup means Huni's able to get away with it.
Donate coming over here. Amazing looking to contest. Preyseeker lands. I think Amazing may just back up here. Froggen comes down.
Froggen might want to throw a Q in.
Yeah. No, not today.
Faker did get past level 6 now, so he can actually assist with ultimate.
Oh, MaRin's very low. Amazing just needs to try and execute a Wolf auto on top of the Venomous Bite. Will be able to do so. Repel comes up and in range of the minions, so he is able to get out scot-free. And Froggen came up, but no assist for him.
EU Ice Team just did what Elements has failed for entire season. Make Froggen roam.
Whoa!
What have I seen?
I mean, to be fair, it takes Anivia a long time to roam around because she's the slowest champion.
What was base move speed?
In the game.
Yeah. And ultimately was only really there for moral support, as the kill already went down to Amazing. Faker getting so much damage down, but so is Froggen. Doesn't land the flash for us. Faker goes up and not down. A lot of mind games going into these trades.
Yeah, it's incredibly hard. It's like a 50-50 because you got to send out the Q where you think he's going to juke to. Otherwise, you can just walk out. Generally, you do want to cut out one of the exit paths out of your ultimate because, I mean, nobody's going to stand still in that ultimate. So that does remove one potential.
Nobody, huh? Gives me an idea for the next step of the mind games.
Just stand still and take damage.
I mean, there's a video of Rush doing that with Karthus just on Reddit right now. But they're going to shove the mid lane right here where this Amazing rotates over. Again, taking out the first barrel so it can't chain reaction. MaRin ultimate not quite back up, so
he's getting so much damage down. The war cry from Huni as well. Picks up the kill as he screams.
Huni, I don't know if you guys can hear this, but Huni's like,
I think he's trying to pull out the squawk. There.
Oh, maybe, yeah. Valid to me.
Huni confirmed.
I mean, we do have the new setup in the round where players are facing each other, so it's more the mental warfare instead of the actual gameplay here. Teleport coming in on the side.
There's a lot going on here. Huni now comes in. He literally just ganked his own lane, and now here to gank the mid lane and jump through as well. All that damage coming out just on the retreat from the Score.
Oh, all of ICE are actually going to rotate up to mid here. They're going to put a lot of pressure on this mid turret, try and take it down and open up more space for Huni to roam around in.
Yeah, and Huni just overall is really good at stutter stepping in between his auto attacks. He juked the Lissandra Q in the top lane. That avoided him getting slowed, and then he could actually chase to get that kill. So while it looked very minor, dodging that Lissandra Q from close range is pretty tricky. So it just requires an understanding of your opponent, where he's going to aim, and then just really stutter step in between the auto attacks.
Yeah, also the Qs that Huni has been throwing out, very accurate with the blinding assaults thus far. I mean, some people, oh, here we go, another dive.
Oh, feeling like I've seen this one before. There's the Gangplank ultimate coming in, clearing out those minions. MaRin dropping low, has the ultimate, uses it on himself, gets the heal as well. Froggen will be tanking up the towers, he still has Egg. He's able to take one more tower shot as they are able to cleanly pick up the kill.
Woo, heavily punishing MaRin. He is having a very bad day today. 0 and 3 so far. But yeah, again, with Quinn, you can guarantee a landing blinding assault if you immediately use it after the E because there's that small knockback, but you lose out on that Harrier damage, which is huge. So you usually want to E, then get your auto attack, and then aim your Blinding Assault for maximum damage. It's just a bit more difficult to actually land all of those, proc all of the Harriers.
I'm just incredibly impressed with the amount of roaming Europe's doing. Because a lot of these teams, or these members of these teams, whether it's Rekkles relating to Bevan, Froggen playing in Elements, or Amazing when expected, their mid laners traditionally in Europe have been very stagnant, not really roaming that much, playing the CS game, while the attention went to either top or bot lane in respective squads. This time they're playing a completely different style, even though stylistically you would expect a farm-heavy mid lane.
Yeah, and so far, definitely been working out. Remember, these two teams both undefeated, so we could be seeing these two teams tomorrow as well in the finals. Huni looking to gank into top lane. Once again, it's his own lane, and MaRin is having a horrible day. Blinding Assault auto just looked way too easy.
As soon as you get Ghostblade on Quinn, it is so difficult. The flat armor penetration this early in the game.
So much value.
Plus you have that move speed bonus. Nobody can really get away from you either. I mean, yes, Froggen has been doing a lot more roaming than we've seen in general from him, but it's really been amazing. And Huni.
Well, Madlife caught out prey, throws Madlife into the fray, and score from the top side. The pincer movement comes down, and KaSing will be on the receiving end. Froggen drops low, and the rappel comes up. He'll have to flash over the wall. Nice flash, but into MaRin, and they'll get the follow-up as a faker. It's not a flaker, but he follows through with
Yeah, he was there. He was there on time.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I'll be in the red jungle.
Right on time.
That was a really solid move by Madlife though. Double knock-up into reposition, and then he turned the ulti the right way because the initial part, the initial knock-up is way longer than the second one. So if you double do that on two enemies that are standing right next to you, you get so much more value.
Yeah, it was definitely a good collapse by the LCK, but also poor choice there by... Oh, here we go. Rekkles is circling around Faker.
He has to flash over the wall there. Bullet time comes through. Froggen just obliterates score off to the side. Huni taking a bunch of damage, but he still gets to follow up one stack of concussive blows from the Winter's Bite. But 1-0 over to EU just in the rotation.
We've got plenty of room here to work with. Let's see if they go for Dragon or try and get the turret down bottom. Dragon it is. Amazing is not even in the area for the smite, but they've got vision control as well.
Yeah, Dragon has shifted a lot in the current metagame. If we can even call it a metagame, this is the first time we've seen this patch, and these guys aren't even playing a team together, but priority on Dragon has gone down a lot, so you usually just see it picked up after a skirmish, after a fight, if it's like literally free, like if there's nothing else you can do.
Yeah.
Otherwise, not too much value on that objective.
Since they already had one and got the percentage increase for two, not that big of a deal.
Yeah, all about getting 5, and the games end quite fast nowadays, so very difficult to get 5. Likewise with the Herald, if you pick up a kill, pick up a skirmish, head for that one.
Yeah. Now, that last collapse there by LCK in their jungle that earned them that kill was at the cost of the teleport of MaRin. So now they have to be really worried, play defensively, put up defensive wards. They've lost most of their outer turrets already, so it's going to be hard to hide from Huni.
Yeah, opening up the map is exactly what Quinn wants. Now he can just push the wave and then just disappear. You don't know if he's going to base, go straight down the bottom, move into the river, dodge the wards potentially. So many plays to be made, and MaRin, he can't even 1v1 anymore. So it's very predictable for the other sides of the squad that MaRin is just probably likely roaming on them.
Don't feel like MaRin really ever could 1v1 in this game. Having a rough time. He's got the distortion upgrade really early again though. So he's all about that team play.
Yeah, we'll be able to get that one for the flash, but already teleported a little earlier.
And something that did change Janna as a pick, as we see Huni scouting for some more free kills here, is that the Frost Queen's claim is just so much better in this patch. And it actually gives Janna some offense. Like we were saying in champs like that, just kind of only peel, only disengage. But with the Frost Queens, you can facilitate a lot of picks, especially when Huni's roaming around.
Yep. With Huni down bottom side, LCK have to give up their own jungle here on the red side. Give up a lot of their wards as well.
Ghostblade, just like Huni, clears out the ward real fast while Fire was trying to collapse there. Picked him up on the radar from Rek'Sai. MaRin looking for the flank, coming down the river, but doesn't really want to meet Huni one-on-one right now.
Yeah, kind of. The problem is that what you need to deal with Huni is a flash ult from MaRin. But if he does that, then he's going to get burned down immediately because there's so many other damage sources on Team Ice. With Froggen already stacking up his Rod of Ages and Rekkles having a easy time down bottom.
Yeah, at this point, it might be worth just trading Madlife with his shield against Huni, just soaking up the damage, getting him because of blows, stunning him, and then trying to burst him down.
Yeah.
While maybe MaRin just ports himself into the backline self-ults and baits that way. That seems like the only way, really, for LCK to take down Huni.
Yeah, they're definitely going to need good chain barrel explosion there from Faker. We have seen games single-handedly won by Gangplank barrel explosions on 5 members of the enemy team.
Does look like Faker's not going for, hang on, score.
Oh, blinding assault, so much damage. Has the flash actually as he aggroes Grump on the way out. Rekkles now comes in. Bullet time comes across Madlife, shielding his ally. MaRin drops low. There's the ultimate, locking down Huni underneath the tower. But KaSing healing is enough to keep him alive. And a 1-0. MaRin actually fell as he tried to retreat.
Yep, went down to the burn there, and that's going to mean EU close the loop here. Faker doing his best to clear the waves as Prey down bottom is actually getting teleported on as he starts his recall. Oh, he canceled the recall! Prey canceled his recall, he's toast!
Well, he's going upwards, but Huni's always going to outrun him. And blinding assault, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Faker actually comes into the fight, gets him with the auto, shoots him down. Huni falls, and it was all an elaborate bait.
Yes, MaRin with the distortion boots, his teleport does count. That's a punishment for not going with the guaranteed vault into blinding assault. He wanted to get the full damage. Oh, it was Faker, excuse me. Wow, I just want to give credit to MaRin.
MaRin, what a fantastic play right there. He cheered on Faker, told Faker to teleport. Faker teleported to the bottom. Yeah, really fantastic flash there from Prey overall. Let's watch that again.
Yeah, so he wants to get vault into
What's gonna
barrier mark, then he misses. Yeah.
Waste the flash.
Amazing was there as well. Didn't connect the Cocoon. May have been able to pick up a 1-for-1. Oh, MaRin doesn't have ult. It's fine.
I really keep wanting to give him credit for stuff. Feel bad. 0-5.
I actually want to get to the Faker's build, but every time I want to talk about it, something happens. It doesn't look like he's going Essence over IH because I feel like he would be over-capping on CDR because he went for CDR boots. Maybe he just needed a...
No, he's definitely going into IH second. All right, there it is.
Insta pop, gets his revenge coming in. Faker has to flash through that wall. Madlife score still backing him up. A nice 1-4-0, and how the positioning in mid lane should be able to pressure the turret here.
I think we saw IH second. Since we were third, but it feels like a waste with all the CDR now. I just go for double IH still.
I think he's just going with the old standard.
And this mid turret took down real fast. Nice pick up another tower in the mid lane. And we're going to KaSing. And Huni going back to the top sides of the map.
I mean, it looks very convincing, but the gold, even though there's pretty big turret advantage, is only 2,600 gold. So like, if the turret's equalized, this game is bang on even. So
yeah.
I'm wondering where it's coming from. It's more farm of Faker.
Less than bot lane.
Yeah. Well, that's one of the things. You know, while the games are quicker in preseason, there are ways to get back in it that are still really strong. Like, Huni had a very large kill streak, and giving up that kill bottom gave a lot of gold back to the entire LCK team as a global bonus, and he still has a streak going here at rank 2, so if they kill him again, he still reap more rewards.
I think we're finally figuring out the more elaborate parts of this metagame. You dedicate one guy as the feeder, build up their streak, feed the cow, and then you slaughter it.
Sometimes it's really hard to go kill that cow now, though, because you just...
The cow bites back, man.
Yes. It's like Diablo 2 cow level status.
It's going to be Dragon once again for Team Ice. Faker over the wall, maybe had to change the barrels together and potentially pick this one up. Oh, that parlay. Not quite what Faker really wanted there. It's Dragon should be going over. Winter's by a couple shots in the dark. Not going to be going over to LCK today. The third one of the game to EU. 5 is definitely on the agenda. There's the Void Rush. Huni goes in, Huni goes out. Huni goes further in.
Yeah, I mean, Huni's got backup, so...
Yeah, he's good to go. Actually going to take on the Grump for now. Score. Wall ward over the wall. And has the smite, so maybe I'll take this one away. Actually resets blue buff taken out by Team Ice.
Madlife used flash and ultimate. There, down in the bottom right of your screen. Didn't quite see it. No flashes burned on Team Ice though, however.
Plus, you know, LCK, they were able to hold on to a bunch of their globals there. They just used the Rek'Sai ultimate, which is the cheapest, sort of easiest one to use to dissuade Huni from going for one of those solo kills. They still have the double teleport from Faker and MaRin, plus Faker's ultimate.
A lot of pressure around this Baron area right now.
Is there a ward? Yeah, they haven't found the ward, the blue ward in the pit. Haven't chosen to clear it, so... Again, with the new blue trinket, Baron baiting is not impossible, so you really want to make picks.
Oh, just like this in the mid lane, Huni leading the charge. Rekkles trying to get in range of Madlife, a double tap. It's coming down, last auto, takes him out.
And no flash, no ulti, and no fate spell available for Madlife. So
MaRin trying to split push with this pathetic Lissandra build with almost no damage. Oh, it takes him so long to clear a wave. And with that, it looks like EU LCS are going to at least bait Baron.
Yeah, one more time. Anivia, a fantastic champion though, if you have the vision control, because it's so hard to face her, let alone she can really cut off the path with a wall right here.
Oh, everyone calls out there. The wall into the bullet time. Huni off to the side as well. The wombo combo. And Prey will be backing off 2-0. MaRin only now comes into the fight. And he was the one with the blue trinket, so there was no way for LCK to have seen that coming.
Call out a wall bang. Term already used, right?
Sure, sounds good. MaRin caught out. That's the self ult there. Madlife, another ult used onto Froggen there. Will be backing off. Ren comes through, retreating to the safety of KaSing. Goes into the egg, only goes into the egg. And the Baron goes over to EU.
See if they can... Froggen by himself now. Nope. Alright, so EU LCS. Time to get that Baron split pushing underway here. Because nobody can go 1 versus 1 with Huni. There have to be some globals coming up.
Triple knockup from KaSing Tornado, by the way, that he channeled. Then the wall comes in. Even though score flashes, you can't really get tail flash into the wall, and then beautiful ultimate overall from Rekkles.
Even Huni coming in with the assault right there is able to keep Prey in Misfortune ultimate for a bit longer, for a couple extra ticks, and they take him out as well.
Definitely underrated that massive knockup from KaSing's Tornado though really set up that play.
Score being spotted here. Madlife and the rest of Fire are behind Huni, now rowing in from the top lane. Now's the time for Fire to try and look for an initiate, while Huni does have his teleport, and he is teleporting down into this fight. Bullet time does so much damage, and Madlife will bring up the Unbreakable and try and block some of it, but so much of that channel went down onto Fire.
Yep. Madlife did interrupt a little bit, but again, a good Tornado blocking the very telegraphed movement from Score there. No communication, Froggen kind of walled off his own team there, but just the sheer amount of damage coming out of Rekkles alone. It's not looking too bright right now for LCK.
Bot lane siege coming in, the barrels do not connect. Double item faker right now, got even more crit. The bottom tower is taking so much punishment. MaRin also gets chunked from long range. This tower is going to fall real fast if Fire don't do anything about it. It already goes down. And Ice looking for the engage. Score taking a bunch of damage in from Huni, and the bottom inhibitor is gone, and Ice will just turn tail.
Baron power to recall. Let's watch him come out of base. Come on, observers. He's so fast. Ah, there we go. Oh, that was 1,200, almost 1,300 move speed straight out of the base. He can get to top lane as fast as the rest of the team could rotate over if he wanted to. Stops off in mid for some minions, though.
Yeah, it's like 5 seconds to go from base to mid lane.
I think Froggen was trying to do the minor knockback on the wall there, at the time as Lissandra wanted to press E there to maybe cancel that gap closer. Very minute possibility of that working.
Huni turns and jumps into the battle. He has Elise behind him, but the shutdown comes in for Faker. Score does get caught out though, and Amazing looking for the kill here with the rest of the team. Froggen will supply the damage. And Amazing take a bit of damage from Faker there on the way out. KaSing will be taking out this one. And
that's maybe the only problem with Quinn, is once you get to that point where you have so much damage and so much move speed, you begin to feel like a god and you can take out anyone. Rekkles going to even the odds there with that ultimate chunking down everyone, though.
Yeah, Repel comes up. Amazing looking for an execute here. Madlife dropping low. Will be able to get him with the Venomous Bite. 3 for 1. And after all of that, MaRin also taken out after his ultimate. Only Faker allowed to defend this onslaught in from Ice.
That's going to be another inhibitor turret.
That's going to be another inhibitor.
Quality predictions here, guys. I think those minions are going down.
What do you got for us, Krepo?
Yeah. That range creep, it's gonna die.
Rekkles picked it up. Well, Ice heading into the jungle, the bottom side. Blue trinket comes out. Let's take a look at that fight one more time.
Cool. Watch how Madlife's blocking out damage and Prey pulls him out. Yeah. Actually think he's more damage.
Well, Prey actually was also sidestepping with partial pose outside of the area that was being blocked by Madlife. So he took damage the entire time.
Yeah.
Not much was actually getting blocked by that Unbreakable.
Well, Huni, round 2, gets damage onto Faker, then backs off.
Teleport.
But a teleport coming in from MaRin. He has his ultimate, doesn't have the flash though. Sidestep, but he should be dead. 2 rights here as Faker picks up yet another kill. 5-2-0.
That's something that we did see from Huni at Worlds as well. Getting a little bit overconfident when he got super fed on a split pusher.
I mean, it is Allstar, so let's just assume that he knows that he's playing a little bit overeager.
I'm just saying, we've seen the same things play style from him at All-Stars and in competitive at Worlds.
Yep.
Huni trend. Score over the wall. Madlife trying to get in there. That's a lot of damage going from the bullet time though. Plus to make it rain. Score will have to back off. He's way too low to continue fighting. Has the Void Rush if he wants to get back into the fight as well. MaRin, 27 minutes, is able to take the top
He's
throw.
also got a full item completed now.
Oh, power spike, boys.
He went for the Zonias, which is actually one of the most expensive AB items now with huge cost increases.
And he's had a couple of Zonias this game already where it just wasn't that much utility from it. And worse for wear is just whenever, as we see in the picture, Huni coming out there in top speed, but MaRin will just get cancelled by KaSing. KaSing picked up a Mikhail's Crucible, so his ultimate is entirely null and void, so it may just be cast better on himself rather than an opposing member.
Yeah. That, not much damage coming out of that Lissandra build. Rod of Ages currently right now is extremely strong for her. But going with an old style build, I don't think MaRin's played too much of the preseason.
Phantom Dance also picked up by Faker in the mid lane. Also going for defensive stats now. So he is doing a lot of damage. Maybe not enough to make up for MaRin's lack of, but Froggen now coming into the top side. Yeah, everyone is congregating around here, but those 2 inhibs are still down, and there was a large mini wave on the bot side. Fire just have to back off. They have to concede this turret, or they just lose Nexus turrets.
Yeah, the setup here from EU just gotta be smart. Side tornadoes from KaSing, Froggen walking up with zone control on the wall. Even if MaRin goes in, the backup will get caught. Madlife kind of has to play in the front to deny damage. Meanwhile, 2 people defending the base. You might actually go for a dive here.
Yep, tower will be going down. Ice continues the push. There's only 1 inhibitor turret remaining, and the bottom wave is funneling in. The mid lane is a little further out, so maybe Fire can mount the defense here, but pretty much do or die. There comes the Gangplank ultimate, but no follow-up. Great Glacial Storm into Froggen, just couldn't really aggress that.
That is going to still be down when Baron spawns as well, so the EU LCS don't have to overextend here. They've already got 2 inhibitors on the bottom side. They can easily just bide their time, ward up the blue side jungle here, bait Baron once again, or even just burn it down as soon as it spawns, because LCK are going to have a really difficult time getting out there to defend it.
Froggen just will be able to wall up the passage, wall us for 5 seconds. It's rank 3 right now. It's big enough to block any of those entrances.
Yeah, and with an 80 carry top and Rekkles as fed as he is, they can burn down Baron really quickly.
Yep.
Like, a bit of damage there. Sentinel has revealed them up, but it's all about just waiting for Baron here. LCK are pushing out of the base to try and contest.
Yeah, generally if you want to beat a kite composition like this with multiple layers of disengage, you need the flank. But MaRin right now is not in the position, nor on the map, nor can he generate the split push pressure to even get into it. Madlife will jump into the wall and out of the wall. Yeah, it's such a tough position. Because of the waves pushing in as well, somebody's always on wave duty. There is no flanking potential for LCK. And if you're knocking on the front door against this lineup, you will just, you will get denied.
And Baron is live, and looks like it's going to be starting Ghostblade, popped even by Huni. Both these 80 carries are absolutely crushing Baron. That'll be down. The wall comes up. Literally, Fire couldn't do anything there.
Yeah. EU LCS looking to stay undefeated here at All-Stars.
Yeah, looking real strong. Mid lane is going to be pushed up by Huni. He could even go bot lane right now, just pressure every single lane with those Barons up minions. Bottom inhibitor has respawned. Mid lane has not, and Huni is back down there and going to take out that inhibitor.
Yeah. Unless Huni previously overextended here, this game should end in eSports.
Ooh, Prey also tagged by the Flash Frost. Top turret goes down. All of the inhibitor turrets are out. They have to go for the engage. MaRin gets the ultimate down, but doesn't pick up a kill. Madlife on the front line, so Score gets the 2 knockups, but Huni is just taking the bait, and Score able to get on top of Amazing, but not before he just gets taken out. That's a lot of damage going into the back line of Ice, though, as the cannon barrage comes down. Madlife backing up to base. Faker just dodging all of the skill shots, trying to get out of range of this slow field.
That was an instant Mikhail's Crucible there from KaSing.
Well, he has Quicksilver Sash as well. So
okay,
there are two answers. Both of them were used, so.
That was an instant Quicksilver Sash from Rekkles.
The like.
Yeah, I mean, Lissandra, that's one of the problems with the champion.
Very telegraphed.
Towards the late stages of the game, when the enemy carries start getting so many answers for the ultimate, it's difficult to make much happen. He's got a lot of cooldown reduction. Oh, for that ult to come back up.
Ran out of HP though.
Wow, 7-17 has been a bunch of kills in this game. 10,000 gold lead, exactly. That's not typical.
Oh no!
Oh, MaRin.
He's already dead!
1v1. He's already dead! Huni picks up yet another kill. Oh, score.
Yeah!
Like lunch. Follow up perhaps. Rekkles in the mid lane, maybe burnt out here, but Prey goes down, so does Madlife. And Rekkles is pretty much the only guy who needs to do the damage there. Huni flashes over the wall. He wants the glory. He wants the kill. He picks
Faker,
up.
it's time to shine. Highlight reel. 6 kills on him out of the 7.
The 1v5. Can he make it happen? Sitting on the base.
Faker! Faker! He's 6-2 right now.
He's almost there. Not quite. Oh, chunks down Froggen with the help of the laser, perhaps. Maybe able to get his Panther down.
All right. Ice doesn't actually win unless they... Oh, they go!
Oh, they get the Nexus. There we go. EU picking up the win up against LCK, looking incredibly dominant and undefeated, 3-0 right now.
And North America welcoming their new Korean
They're trying
overlord.
out the chant, see how we like it.
Sounds pretty good. That was a pretty good game as well for Huni on Quinn, making it so difficult for Team 5 to do anything in that game. As soon as he hit level 6, he was roaming.
Yeah,